I'm Michael Marotta, and today we're going to talk about mushrooms, how to clean them, how to cut them, how to cook them. First things first, if you're buying your mushrooms in a plastic container and it's covered and sealed in plastic, when you get home, take them out of the container, put them in a brown paper bag and store them that way. They will last longer and stay fresher, and all that moisture won't make them age and get moldy. I have to admit, I used to be a mushroom snob because I took the advice of somebody who I thought knew better, and for years I would dampen a paper towel and gently rub my mushroom to get them clean. It takes forever, and there's a much easier way. People often think that submerging your mushrooms in water is a bad thing, and it is if you leave them in there for 10 or 15 minutes because mushrooms are mostly water. But if you plunge them in and scoop them around, they'll clean in no time. Watch. Take a bowl and fill it with fresh, clear water and dump your mushrooms from your paper bag right into that bowl. You're going to get your hands in there and just gently massage those mushrooms in the water. And you will see the dirt loosen and automatically start falling to the bottom of the bowl. Have a clean kitchen towel ready. You can see how the dirt from the mushrooms has fallen to the bottom of the bowl. What you don't want to do is pour out the dirty water over the mushrooms because the mushrooms will just get re-rinsed in their own dirt. Take those mushrooms and lift them out of the water and set them on your clean towel. Cover your towel, give them a little rub, and those mushrooms are cleaned, dried, and ready to cut. For the conservationist in you, you can save that dirty water and use it to water your plants. It's the perfect thing to do and not waste a drop. You don't want to wash your mushrooms until you're ready to use them. And now we're ready to use them. So, trim your tip of the stem, slice one end, cut it down the center where the stem was, turn it around and cut off the other tip. Perfect size for sauteing. Remember, these are going to shrink when you do. I like to slice one side of the cap, slice it down the center on top of the stem, turn it around, and slice off the other side of the cap. That is the perfect sliced mushroom for sauteing. You want some fresh garlic and some fresh parsley and a little bit of butter in the pan. To saute our mushrooms, we're going to start with a little olive oil in the pan over medium heat and about a tablespoon of butter. I always use sweet, not salted. Just like Julia Childs taught us all those years ago, don't crowd the mushrooms in the pan, lay them out flat, leave them alone. Let nature take its course. If you hate peeling garlic or you don't want to get the smell of garlic all over your fingertips, try this little tip. It's what I do all the time. Take out your planer, and this is the perfect time to grate your garlic right on top of the sauteing mushrooms. Grating garlic right over the mushrooms while they're sauteing is a great way to release the flavor and the juice of the garlic. Just get the essence of garlic without going through the trouble of chopping. I'm going to do 2 cloves. 2 cloves is the perfect amount. And those little pieces that are left over, just pop them in. That garlic is going to cook up in a heartbeat. And once you've got that done, then it's time to start the toss. And that's when you'll see the garlic start to cook. Oh, and smell so good! After a couple of minutes on that second side, those mushrooms are beautifully cooked, lovely browned on both sides. That's the time to add your salt. A couple of shakes of salt. I'm going to throw in some fresh chopped parsley, and you can add a little bit of white wine or some vermouth to finish it off. I'm going to give those a toss, and these can be set aside until I'm ready to use them. Doesn't that look scrumptious? You gotta admit, it really doesn't get any easier than that. If I make a steak or any kind of chops or a pork loin or a burger, I don't think there's ever a time when I don't make mushrooms to go with it. I love it as a side dish with peas and onions. I love it chopped on a little piece of toasted bread for a crostini, for an hors d'oeuvre. And if there's anything left over, it goes into that fridge and we reuse it on a Sunday and put it into the frittata. So saute yourself some mushrooms, because that's what Michael would do. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.